Greetings, fellow geeks. Welcome to Geeks Like Me. My name is Drake and Red Fox, and today we are here at the Moor Castle in Mulder's Drift at the Fantasy Fayre. So we're going to walk around a little between the stalls, have an interview with a couple of peoples, and see what's going on here. The two lovely ladies on my left-hand side is Dale and Meryl, the organizers of Fantasy Fayre. This is the first Fantasy Fayre.
It is the first one, yeah.
And at the Moor Castle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brand new venue?
Well, that's kind of the reason that the event happened. They found us and they went, oh, look, we have a castle, don't you want to come into medieval fair here? And I said, I'd love to. A little bit small. But we looked at the venue and it is so incredibly beautiful that we sat down, Dale and I sat and had a chat. We said, you know what, we're going to do something here. Let's do something little.
Anything.
And anything became Fantasy Fayre.
Okay. Fantasy Fayre, do you think it'll be an annual event?
Judging by what happened, because originally Meryl and I start our things off really small, and we had 300 tickets set aside for this event, and we have officially sold out 1,500 tickets, and we only had 100 at the gate, and the event hasn't opened, and we sold those out too. So I believe it will be a thing. I think so.
Yeah, I think it'll probably happen next year as well.
Yeah.
Which is now going into its 6th year.
6th year this year.
Yeah, we're 6 years old, so we are officially.
Still a child.
Yeah, we are still mere infants.
But medieval is probably one of the best on the calendar.
Yeah. We're also planning to add another event in November.
But we can't say
but
what
we
that
can't
is.
say anything else.
That's a secret. That's
but
a secret.
we will let you know as soon as all the artwork is finalized. We will let you know.
Yes.
Good. At the Fantasy Fayre, what is it actually all about?
Okay, so we noticed that there was quite a niche market for this fantasy idea, and people like to do different things. People love to dress up. So basically, the Fantasy Fayre is anything fantastical: creatures, witches, warlocks, wizards. Our stall holders are all to theme, so selling fantastical stuff. Steampunk as well was a big thing that we've noticed. We see. So basically, anything that's not of this world, we've encouraged people to come and join us. We have amazing entertainment the whole day. We have mounted archers, we have normal archers, we have kings, we have knights fighting, we have pony ride, unicorn rides. We have our moat for the first time, which is amazing, and the shark on the leash. I have to keep him on a leash. So it's basically anything that you can imagine, we can do here at Fantasy Fayre.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
We hope you enjoyed the day.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful time. Thank you.
And next to me, we have Jonathan from the Troll Bow Project.
Morning.
Jonathan, tell me a little bit about it.
What we do at the events here is pretty much let people just pay a small amount to come and try their hand at archery, mostly for the first time ever. Quite often we have a competition on the day for the best shooter. In this case, lessons get one with me. Previous cases, it's been they've won a full on bow, everything else, just to let people have fun.
So you guys actually do compete? You do train people for competitions, or is this more recreation?
I do the competitions shooting. I shoot what's called 3D archery.
I have no idea.
3D archery mimics hunting, so what you have is fake animal targets. They're made out of a compressed foam rubber. In an environment like this, for about a 2.5K hike, there are usually 20 targets, and you get one shot per target.
Wow. Very cool. And you make the bows yourself?
I do, yes.
Okay. Explain to me just a little bit about the different bows, because I see there's different sizes of bows.
There's all sorts of types of bows around. I mean, there's everything from the bows that we use to teach our starter horse bows, essentially. They're for guys who want to do mountain archery. But we find they're easy to use for all sorts of age groups because they're short. Then there's your traditional English longbow, American flat bows. The whole of continental Asia has about 20 different style of bows that you can use. And my speciality at the moment is something called a hornbow, an ancient Viking bow. The design is 9,000 years old.
Wow, I like it. And So how does someone that wants to start archery, how does he pick a bow? Or do you say, listen, you have this type of body type, maybe this is the type of bow for you? Or?
The best thing is, especially with me, is I usually try and keep a range of the types of bows I've got. Come and try them. What you feel comfortable with is what will dictate where you start. At the end of the day, most archers end up becoming collectors of different bows and different styles, whatever suits them. But in the beginning, it's just what do you feel comfortable.
And if someone wants to get started in something like this type of archery specifically, how do they get hold of it?
Okay, well, my details are usually on the card or on Facebook and the Trollbow Project, or you can WhatsApp me, is probably the easiest. Due to deafness, I can't hear a bloody thing on the phone. It's 074-054-2231.
All right. Jonathan, thank you very much, and good luck for the rest of the lesson. In physical shining armor next to me is Carl from Battle Heritage SA.
That's me.
Carl, tell us a little bit about Battle Heritage SA.
Battle Heritage SA is the national representative body for the sport of full contact medieval combat. If you want a description, more or less, an easy description, think of MMA mixed with rugby mixed with medieval reenactment.
Okay, so is there, all sports have rules?
Yes.
Do these have rules? Is there any limitations, or do you just go in and bash as hard as you can?
Well, to start with, no stabbing. Because even though our weapons are blunt, if you can find a gap in someone's helm, you can take an eye out. You can break bone. It's a very physical sport, so we do have limitations. For example, you do not hit to areas where there are not steel. There are more than enough chances and places to hit without having to hit these areas, which will end in a red card and suspension.
Some of the things like, does it work in a point system?
Yes, it does. It does.
Okay,
firstly, it's best out of 3 rounds. It's about 90 seconds a round. Some organizations are now pushing it up to 2 minutes a round. It may not sound like much, but when strap 40 kilograms to your body, swing around a 2 kilo sword, a 5 kilo shield, you start feeling it after a while. Imagine cricket, but your whole body's covered in cricket bats.
So in the organization, do you start, is there like a leveling system? Do you start in full metal armor, or do you...
Well, you can, if you can afford a full suit and someone has one available, you're more than welcome to. But even the guys in full armor, like myself and my comrades and our captain and team members, they actually also do synthetic training. We use swords made from the same material that police batons are made of. They hit just as hard. For that, we train technique, movement, because if you can't do it slowly with synthetic weapons, you can't do it at speed in armor. You have to start somewhere. There isn't a ranking system. The only way we really rank is synthetic beginner, synthetic advanced, then armored beginner, and then the veterans. It's an unofficial ranking. The guys that have been in armor for over a year, you qualify as a veteran. You've been doing this a while.
All the weapons and armor that you guys do you have to make it yourself, or can you get people to custom stuff for you?
Well, they have to be based on historically accurate examples. For example, my focus is Germany, late 14th century. So my weapons have to represent this time period and place, because the international bodies are quite strict about it, which is why we have an authenticity officer, who also happens to be our armorer and a fighter. So that always works well.
I see the emblem MFC on your chest. Is that like a club on its own?
Yeah, it's our small club that we have, that we train at Kailami Country Club most Sundays and Saturdays in the afternoon. You can also go to medievalfightclub.co.za. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. We are looking to get affiliated to Battle Heritage SA. There are requirements that we don't yet fulfill. For that we need new members, so come. And I'll put you into contact with people that also like a bit of recreational violence. There's 2 or 3 clubs in Joburg. There's 3 clubs in Durban. We're looking on opening up a few branches in Cape Town.
Do you guys, just one more question,
Yes.
do you guys actually compete in world events?
We actually do. Our captain Hilton, who's probably doing fight tonight now, is actually going to Denmark this year for the World Championships, along with our authenticity officer Oliver Dry, our ladies captain Vicky Kleinans, with additional fighters Oliver Dry, Henry Boyson, Krista Martin, and Bronwyn Haysamen, or maybe forgetting a name or two, to compete against the best that the world has to offer. This will be our 3rd or 4th year showing overseas. We've sent a team to this year's Denmark. Last year was Portugal. The year before that was Poland. It's a yearly championship, and we are starting to gain ground, and we're also building a reputation as probably some of the most determined fighters out there. We just don't quit. There's the true South African spirit.
South African spirit.
It's like, yeah, boom, this for you, that kind of thing.
Cole, thank you so much.
It's only a pleasure.
You guys have a thing called Fight the Night today?
Yes, we do. I would recommend you go and do it. It's a lot of fun.
I'm going to give that a shot. Hopefully I don't get bashed up today.
No. We're not really allowed to hit back, and if we do, it's not that hard. To give you an idea, a taste, if you will.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Only a pleasure.
Here we have you on and dear Dre from Mounted Archery, Pretoria. And how long have you guys been doing this?
We've been at it for about 3 years. We are the first club in South Africa that we started up. And yeah, we've been doing it for 3 years and we're still learning. We never stop learning. And we encourage everybody to try this out.
Is it universal? Like, do they have competitions worldwide? And do you guys compete? Or you do compete?
Yeah, we were actually at the World Championships last year in September in South Korea, sorry. So we do compete internationally, and a lot of the times we do postal matches where we compete in South Africa, but you submit your scores online and you actually compete against other people in the world under the same track conditions.
And if someone wanted to get involved into mounted archery, where can they go? Where can they find us? How can they get involved into it?
The best place to start is to visit Mounted Archery Pretoria, the Facebook page, or on the website. You get contact details from all of us there, and that's the best place to start. Get hold of us.
Alright, thanks a lot, guys. And that brings us to the end of our journey and an awesome day here at Fantasy Fayre. Please subscribe to our channel and leave some comments below what you thought about this video. If you were at the fair, feel free to tell us what you guys thought about it as well. From me, Drake and Red Fox, till next time, game on and geek on.